fucked and that. You're not gonna burst hammers with them. They're not gonna burst hammers with you. So don't start talking to me bare real about bare real things. But when you start talking to me about family, my vim starts going up. That's my daughter. And you don't know these people from nowhere. I know you from somewhere.
Do you know where I can't really like
exactly, because his daughter wants. He starts getting techy.
No, wait, let him answer, go on.
You know what I can't really do or understand, yeah, or even respect this line of conversation, yeah, is because one, yeah, me and you spoke, yeah, and verbatim, you told me, oh, you know, I don't really care about nothing, innit? You know, there's no really.
I was mistaken. I care about my daughter. I care about my daughter.
So okay, cool.
No, address that bit. Address the bit where your friend said she'll cut my daughter's throat, and how she's still your friend.
I was addressing.
Yeah, but don't go all around the world. Just address that.
Let him do. I beg
okay,
you.
he wants me to answer it in a certain way. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna, you know, oblige to his line of hearing because he done the same with us when he pulled up. Yeah. Now, you, Chron, yeah, do a lot of SYM. You do a lot of talking about people's family. You've told almost every girl that sits on my panel, yeah, SYM, that has not given you that energy. Yeah, that comes out of your mouth loose. I've heard you
before you, bruv. Stop trying to govern the girls.
I never said
no. Talk to me about why it's cool for someone to say they'll cut my daughter's throat. I can't hear about their other things, bro.
Let him go through his way of telling you what he's telling you, fam. So we're just gonna be here all day, bro.
I'm not trying to wait all day to hear why it's cool for someone to say they're gonna cut my daughter's throat because I told her I'll suck her mum. I told her to suck her mum. So what's that?
I've heard you talk about people's kids too.
Been here for 5 minutes, bro.
I've heard you talk about people's kids too. How about that? So it's like, if you do that, and people do it back to you,
hold on a minute. Because you see when you're trying to play judge and jury and God now and you're doing all these things, telling me about my behavior. No, hold on.
I'm just using my own brain to make up my own mind.
No. You're trying to.
Because man can't govern me into thinking who I should be around.
Like I told you before, yeah? This ain't something that I've got to explain bears. I'm bare sharp with it. Yeah, because you're trying to play God or my dad or tell me about my behavior to girls. Like
that's what you're trying to do.
No, hold on. Because you're saying all this in response to me telling you about someone cutting my daughter's throat. So you're basically saying she's cool to do it.
No, but you didn't let him respond. Bro.
No, he responded enough. I waited for him to stop speaking. I didn't stop him from speaking.
Chronik, wait 1 second, my brother. You know that's not how it works, fam. You can't say man responded enough. Like, let the man finish his whole...
Finish.
Let him respond.
Right,
and then
he stopped speaking. I didn't cut him.
So like I was saying, Brody, yeah, I've heard you, me personally, and heard through the grapevine that you do talk about people's kids when you get mad. When you cross that line with people, you know people are going to do the same back. So if you already crossed that line respectfully, even if I know you in a real life, I'm not really going to take that serious because I'm going to look at it like this is what you lot do on the internet. And you personally have said to me that, yeah, all right, I know she said that, but obviously she's never really going to do it because whose throat was she? Your word for verbatim was whose throat was she slick before?
Please, yeah, please, Pinky. Like, Pinky, please.
Go on, I'm done. Go on, respond, I'm done. Go on.
Yeah. Because you know why, yeah? Let me tell you why. When I'm talking to you...
Because I was landed in what you was going to say weren't going to be valid after.
No, it's not that. I'm telling you what it is, Pinky. I'm not just doing these ones, what you're doing. I'm saying something. Yeah? So what I'm saying to you is, when I talk... No, because I've got kids. I've got kids. So when they're doing that, and I've got a baby mum. So when they do, there's a difference when I'm talking to my uncle. That doesn't happen. Because we're having an adult conversation. But when I'm talking to my baby mum, she's doing that because she's talking out of emotion. When I'm talking to my kid, he's doing that. So when I'm talking to my friend who's my age, I don't expect that to be going on. So, yeah. So reason why I'm saying to you, I'm interrupting you. I'm saying because, and once again, I'm talking to you about something you're doing. And you're talking about everything else in the world.
What you're doing, that's creative.
No. So I have direct questions for you. I said, 1 minute, because you keep doing stuff. You start talking like you're talking for yourself. Then you use words that talk about other people. So you say, I've heard through.
I'm talking about the situation.
Hold on. You said you've heard through the grapevine. So once you start using words like that, you're taking it away from something you've heard yourself. So I need to answer your question. Have you personally heard me?
Yes.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
No, I
On.
know already what you're gonna say. Yes, I've heard you speak about
What?
people's kids. Yes, I
What?
started with that.
Hold on.
I've heard
Hold
you
on.
speak about people's
Hold
kids, then I
on.
heard through the grapevine. You chose
Hold
the
on.
grapevine.
Okay. Have you finished? 'Cause I told you about the uncle conversation and the nephew
Okay.
conversation.
Oh my
Yeah?
God, the
No,
shade.
no, no. But I told you about the uncle conversation and the nephew conversation. Baker
All
told me
right,
let
big
you
dog.
land.
All right, big dog. All right, uncle, gone.
Yeah, because 1 minute I'm the big
Uncle, gone,
dog,
big
and
dog.
the next minute you're talking to me like we're the same age or I'm younger than you. So just
No, no, no,
pick
no, no.
your.
You're definitely older than me, but it
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
doesn't mean nothing. But go on.
It does. Of course, it means something.
Not to me though.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Look,
What
this
does
is
that
all
mean?
going
Yeah, no,
around the
no, no, but
conversation.
no, no,
I
no, but
beg.
no, because
No,
but the reason you do
look.
that is to get away from the
No, look.
facts. No, wait, no, wait, one second. Because I told you that you're chilling with someone that's talking about cutting my daughter's throat. Your response to that was, "Oh, you do it," basically, yeah. Even though we're brethren and you met that person on the net, even if there's two chains of road I can go down, so what? Because what's that got to do with you if I tell someone something? We're on the team, so you're begging these people, but that's not what's happened.
I never begged a
Second,
day in my life.
yeah, whatever, man. Like,
I
yeah, yeah.
hardly
So,
even asked.
all right, you ain't begged, Yeah, all right.
A
So,
day in my
but
life, I hardly even
all
asked.
right, no problem,
This
no
is
problem. No, I'm
draggy.
agreeing with you. You're not begging.
Okay.
But you're making reasons for why the person's it's cool for them to say these things. So let me address something. Stop saying people and say Voldemort, yeah, because that's who's telling you that he's cussed my kids. Because like I told you, I knew her from before. Yeah, so like whatever, but it doesn't matter what was going on before because she's cussing my kids now in front of you now. Yeah, so in relation to kids, because unless you can tell me when you heard me cussing Voldemort's kids, and let me put something into perspective here. Yeah, if you say, for instance, yeah, if I bring something to the internet, yeah, and then you quote me on what I brought to the internet, it it's almost it can't be cussing. Yeah, because that's how you're saying. If I've never brought something to the internet, i.e., you don't know my daughter from nowhere, and there's not pictures of my daughter, and you start cussing my daughter, yeah, that's different. Because whose kids are Voldemort? Yeah, when she's going mad and cussing my kids and talking about family and what stuff, it's clear facts that she brought to the internet. Her kids get like there was gunshot and whatever whatnot. So if someone's cussing my baby mum, I'm alright to say to them, but hold on, a mother's job is to keep her kids safe. Your kids were unsafe.
I like
No,
how
that's
you
not
done that.
cussing.
You
No, no,
think
no,
you're
but no,
slick. You
no,
think
no,
you're
no, no,
slick.
no, 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 no,
Hey,
no.
Bex, he's well versed
No,
in this, you know. But
no,
go
I'm
on.
not. No, I'm not. I'm well versed in my own kids. So if someone
Well,
you're
let me tell
telling
you
me
why
about,
you're.
no, no, wait,
No,
no,
I
because
have
you're
to.
trying to talk
Oh,
into jokes. I'm not in jokes
go
yet.
on.
I'm not in
I'm
jokes
not in
yet.
jokes either.
No,
I'm
no,
not
but
in
no, but
jokes.
if you're saying
Go on,
something
go
to
on,
me,
land. Go on. Sorry,
no,
go on,
hold
land.
on,
Go on,
hold
go
on, but
on.
you're speaking.
Go on.
Yeah, yeah. So if someone is cussing, they're cussing my baby mum, yeah. And I'm alright to say to that person, you're calling me old, but your baby father's 55. I'm saying that it's not cussing. I'm saying to the person, you got a cheek. You're calling me old, but your baby father, the man you lay underneath and you've got respect for,
Bro,
is
are you gonna
50.
land anytime soon, bro?
Yeah, no, I'm landing. I'm landing with irrelevant points to what you brought up because you're talking about stuff you don't know about. You're talking about when I'm cussing people's kids. So I'm giving you context to where this kid cussing is coming from and why it's not a cuss. It's not acceptable. So because you don't understand, you have to listen at this bit. Unless you just don't want to understand and you're just backing your friend blindly. Because when it comes
No,
to
I think
kids,
I understand, but go
no,
on.
but you don't have kids though. So when she's
What the
defending her
fuck is that
kids,
got to do with
well, I'll
understanding,
tell you
bro?
what it's got
Like, I
to
don't know
do
why you
with.
keep
Let
saying
me.
that.
I'll
But
tell
go
you
on.
why. No, no, I'll tell you why.
Bruv, you're annoying me, Con. I'm not
No,
gonna
yeah, the
lie.
reason
Go
why it's
on.
annoying you is because you've put
It's
yourself
because
in
I don't
something
have
that
kids.
doesn't
I hear it.
involve you. So when it starts getting to the bit about kids, and I'm talking, of course you're bored at this bit because you don't have kids. So when I'm defending my kids and you think she's defending hers, stay out of it because you're gonna get to this bit where you don't want to hear no more because we're talking about kids. Because with kids, there's a different love there. So I'm banging out. So when you don't understand, listen, and you will. Because if you had kids, you would understand without even having to hear anything.
Hey, look. This is This
I'm
is
sure he was on
Baker.
the.
No one's talking about cutting your daughter's throat, and I'm still there chilling with them.
Why we don't? It's just
And
mind
I'm
games.
telling
So
you
anyway,
why
so
I'm
anyway,
chilling with them,
so
because
so
you
so,
told them to suck their
so
mum. So
anyway,
if you
so anyway,
hold on,
so anyway, so watch this. No, I let you land
no,
for
but
bare
you
long, Con. Allow
no,
it,
but I
Con. I
haven't
let you land
landed.
for bare
All right,
long.
go
You're
on,
going so
go on.
long-winded. Yeah. So watch
It's
this.
not
Yeah.
long-winded. It's not
So
long-winded.
watch this.
Keep
So
chilling
watch
with
this.
people that.
I'm just gonna.
All right, just
I'm
keep
just
doing
gonna
it.
I'm just
Keep
gonna
doing it.
hit
Keep
I'm
doing
just
it.
gonna hit I'm just gonna hit on the points that you're talking about, right? Yeah. So boom. So first of all, yeah, you keep acting and
When
you
you
keep
heard me
doing
cuss
this.
her kids?
You keep doing. I'm
Start on
gonna
your
tell you.
stand on
I'm
your
gonna tell
point that
you.
you said. Tell me
Stop
when you
trying
heard
to
me cuss her
tell me
kids.
how to talk when I'm talking.
No,
Because I'm
because
gonna.
you keep saying stuff and not actually proving the
Hey,
point.
listen.
I'm always
Hey,
proving the point. You're just saying
We done
stuff
some bare
Chronic,
long-winded conversation and
Chronic,
nobody fucking cut him. You know.
because you started chatting shit. So you spoke about
Hey,
so much things
Chronic.
that weren't in the conversation.
Con
That's why it's
just yeah.
long-winded.
Look, I'm
Anyway,
trying
back
my
to what I
Talk about the
was
hardest.
saying.
daughter that I
Hey,
spoke to
I
you
know,
about.
you man,
I know, I
listen.
know. I'm gonna start there. No, Bakes, I'm gonna start there. Yeah, I heard you. Don't respond because it's not for you to respond. You asked for a question, and I'm gonna answer to everything. So it's not for you to respond now, respectfully. You said while I was on a live, yeah, because you said it smart. Oh yeah, if you brought something to the net, my door's not been on the net because obviously the thing about the shooter in the house was on the net. Cool. You said, oh yeah, when you was hiding on the table and your door and yeah, cool. So I heard that. Me
I just
personally,
now
I
said,
didn't
tell me
hear it.
when you heard.
Hey, let
I
him
heard it.
finish. Go on.
I heard it. I heard it. I was there. I heard it. Yeah, you said it when I
Tell me
was
about
there.
the day when you
Yeah,
heard. That's not
yeah.
today. Don't quote me from today.
No, I'm telling you. Oh God, I can't. It's like talking to a brick wall sometimes,
But
bro.
I just said that
You
everyone
said
just heard me just say that just now.
no, but what I'm
You
saying
can't be
is
giving
that's
an
why I
example
said.
of just now.
That's why I said. That's why I said you were slick is when you done it because you tried to make it
No,
out like
when I'm
okay
asking, you're
because
saying
that's
you're
on the
answering the
internet
question. I'm not
because that's
asking
on
you,
the
did I
internet.
just be
And
slick now?
wait. Let me be clear. Let me be clear. This is not. It's not me defending Voldy in it. It's
You're
me defending.
diverting. You're diverting,
No,
bro.
I'm not.
When
Oh
you
my
said you
God,
heard
that's
of your
taking
Hey,
so.
answers,
Chronic,
I'm asking.
This is
No,
not.
are you,
This is
but
not.
Baker, are you not hearing what I'm
Chronic,
hearing?
wait. This is one thing. This is one thing I need to add. Yeah, if you don't let him finish his entire thought, then we don't get to. Because when you say something, he's saying, "Oh, I know what you're gonna say." Nobody likes that, innit? So let him finish his whole thought rather than say, "No, not that bit," and that's not what's
When he
important.
finishes his whole thought, if he still hasn't addressed the
If
thing
then
that
that will
I
be your
asked him,
response. That will be your
no, but he's
response.
all right, cool. Let's wait then. But I just want you to know, I want to hear when you heard me cussing her kids, not today, because I didn't cuss her kids, but I give you an
Right.
example.
Cool. Go on. Let him speak.
But that even statement's super dumb, yeah, because you're saying not today, like to say you lot have argued today. Yeah, I'm saying this. You like to play the victim. You like to be like, oh my God, they're cussing my
When
kids.
she
Oh my
said
God,
she
so
will
this.
cut my
Okay, he's going
daughter's
again. He's going
throat,
again. He's
no,
going
because you're
again.
trying
Go
to
on,
address
go
today.
on, go
When
on,
I
go
want to
on,
be
go
you
on.
to be
Because you
clear,
can't let me land
when
because you know
she
you're the
said
fucking
no,
rogue.
because
That's your
you
problem.
said you're
Oh,
answering my
whatever, man.
question, so answer my question. Not
Bro,
the question in
fuck
your
how
head,
you want me
not the
to
question that
answer. I'm
I'm
gonna answer
asking.
how I want to answer.
Listen,
How about
Cron.
that?
I
How about that?
just said
How about
let
that?
him finish the whole of his thought, and
What?
then say you haven't
But why is
answered
he
my
telling us
question.
his
No,
fault
but
and
no,
not
no,
answering the
but
question?
listen. Same way when you're explaining, you explain your whole thought. You say everything you need
No,
to
I
say.
answered what he said. I
No,
spoke about
you
my.
don't just
Anyway,
do
go
that.
on,
You don't just do that.
go on.
You
Go
start
on.
telling me about me not having kids.
Forget
When the
that.
No,
fuck
Go on.
did I
Just
have any
just
kids to
just
say anything?
respond to the thing. 'Cause
answer.
this is just getting
So like
draggy,
I
fam.
said, yeah.
Oh
So
my
like I said, yeah.
God.
Yeah. Yeah. To answer your question, yeah, I have been there, yeah. When you have cussed her kids, I've seen you do it before she cussed yours.
He said
I've
this
heard
about
you
me.
tell bare people on my paddle, SYM, and most of them ain't even said it back to you. So when I'm around one of my friends, I've been reproached for having you on my panel and you just disrespecting everybody and getting mad. And I'm not even acting how I act with everybody else. Why? Because I know you in real life. Do you get what I'm saying to you? To the point where I'm like, you know what? I don't even think that me and you should be on the same panels because I can't control how mad you're gonna go at any minute. But when Voldy was first around, so she wouldn't keep talking about her. You know, was on my panel, everything was calm. You know what I'm saying to you? And you triggered and you pushed fingers and you did it. Oh yeah, same thing with Trillery. When we and her was on live, you was on the live in the comments talking shit. Yeah, before anything was said, and you throw stones and I don't hide and talk. Yes, you fucking do. Yeah, you throw stones, you antagonize people that you know are easy to wind up, and when they react, you be like, "Oh my God, you're around them. They said this about me." You started it, bro. You keep starting it. You know what I'm saying to you? You started it, and this is the proof of the pudding. You started it with bare girls that's on my panel that ain't never said nothing wicked to you. The minute they even try to open your mouth, men are talking, shut up, SYM, do. And then if they say it back, now they're the bad people. Now I shouldn't be around them. What we doing here? Like again, I'm answering you again, just to let you know. I've heard you talk about doings and people hiding on these tables and people should have got hit and all sorts of mad things before I didn't even hear the slit the throat thing. Yeah, I had to watch the comments and watch G-Man say in the comments when I thought Funky was chatting shit and phone G-Man personally and him tell me and me be like, oh my God, is that what was said? I didn't know what was said before that. Whether you believe me or not, that's cool, but that's real fucking talk. I'm done. Hey, this in the vodka's alright as well, you know.
Blaming the sin of vodka now.
We're not blaming nothing on nothing. I'm standing on everything I said. I stand on my square every single fucking time, every day.
What am I supposed to do now, Baker? Go listen now.
Hold on, wait.
So wait.
That didn't answer
Has he
that didn't answer
finished?
your question.
I finished time ago. I finished by the time I started talking about this in the vodka.
So Baker, so you're the listener now. Now I'm allowed to speak when you say I'm allowed to speak. Yeah. So did you hear an answer to my question?
When he said he's heard you before say about kids.
Did you hear what my question was?
When have you heard me say it other than this time?
So I asked you the Voldemort thing. What did you personally hear? We all heard that I said today.
Yeah, he answered that.
No, hold on. Quoting the quote that I said is just the cheapest thing you can do. I just said that here now because remember.
I'm never the cheapest thing anywhere. But go on.
My God, bro. You know I could do this.
I'm doing a you. Sorry, I'm doing a you. My bad. Go on.
But somehow Baker's not doing a him when you're doing a you. I don't get it. I don't get it.
I'm shutting up. Go on. I'm shutting up. Go on.
So, once again, I'm not going to go round in circles. I get that this is you man's brethren and you're just allowing him to do bare things. But, once again, there's no excuse he's given me today or any other day that says that me and you can be brethren. We can go to TikTok, meet some people on TikTok, and now you've got an excuse for why they can say to me in front of you, all this I didn't hear it and that, but you've read it and that it happened. Because you said that a minute ago, you don't do chewing, you don't do all these things. But when people are cussing me, there's always a reason why you didn't hear it. But now that we know that she definitely said it, you're telling me the excuse for why she's allowed to say it is one, you said that you've heard me cussing her kids before, but you didn't give an example of when you heard me cussing her kids.
So do it in the yard. And
no, hold on, stop there. And you gave an example of one I just brought up just now, and you once again you're taking it out of context because when I said it, I put it in the context of if you bring your business to the internet and then you start to judge people and
that's
talk
not how
about
you brought it up. You're lying,
bro. That's how I brought it up today for you to use it. Yeah, just stop speaking, innit?
No, today. No, because you knew that's what I was going to mention. That's what I said. It's slick. Because you said you never spoke about a kid.
You're just repeating yourself. Hey, Baker, where are you? Where the fuck are you?
I'm gonna shut up.
Listen.
You know what you're doing, Cron. You know what you're
Baker,
doing.
where are you?
What's going on there?
He knows what he's doing.
No, Baker, you're winding me up.
Nah, I see what's going on.
This is madness. It's like fucking.
No, you're winding me up, Baker.
I see what you lot are doing there, yeah?
No, you're winding me up.
Hey, listen.
You're winding me up, Baker, bro.
I see what you're doing.
What am I doing?
I see what you're doing. Listen.
Tell me what I'm doing.
Remember, when you came on the panel, you said you wanted to talk to me. Talk to me.
But I can't talk to you.
This
Because every time I try and
conversation
talk to you, Pinky starts speaking. When I start talking to Pinky, you start speaking.
No.
So I'm there, I'm thinking, are you man trying to wind me up or something? Because you only speak when the person's trapped in their point. So I'm thinking, wait. Do you man think you can gaslight me?
Listen to what I'm saying, yeah?
No, but I need to know, do you man think you can gaslight me?
I don't even use that term. So
I'm thinking, are these men trying to run mind games or something like?
Listen, man.
God.
I'm telling you what happened. You asked him a question. And he gave you
now he ain't answered it, and you don't keep letting him.
Listen. He said he was in a live, and you came in a live and said these things. That's what I heard him say.
Yeah, no, but listen to this though, Baker.
Go
Yeah.
on.
Said it about 10 times though.
All right. Yeah, but just because he said it 10 times, what does that
Go
mean?
on.
I mean,
Yeah.
you answered your question.
No, it doesn't.
Wait.
Saying something 10 times. That's
Just
listen.
talk
Forget.
there before it's woman against man. You asked.
Wait, you
When
lot,
did
chill
you
out.
hear it? He told
Chill out.
you
Mills, one sec.
All
Sorry.
right, cool. He told me. I agree.
don't get it.
Yeah, he told me. I agree. Yeah, yeah. So I'm on a thing though. Like, hold on. So let's just say it's cool. She's allowed to say that, yeah, because he's got an excuse. But you're saying stuff. But like I said, just because you said it doesn't mean it's true. So now, when you say things like Trillery, you mentioned I asked you for one example of the girl, and you mentioned everyone else. So now I'm going to address what you said about the Trillery. Are you starting on girls for nothing? Stop it. Yeah, I didn't have no business with Trillery. She added me. She's starting a podcast. On the podcast, she's got a batty man. The batty man is dissing me. He's like whatever there's your same friend tax man, who's your new friend that you're saying we didn't know before. They've gone and made some what do they call it, Photoshop of this Lucasade thing, trying to say some next funniness. Yeah, safe. That's what they're doing. Because once again, they're enemies of the show. Oh, we're gonna get RTM took down. That's what they were doing before you came along. So now that you've came along, they are still doing that. So Trillery tried to champion that and start off a show dissing me. Why? Because she's got a problem with ice cream and before I inherited that beef. I don't know her from nowhere. So if somebody is openly dissing me on a public platform and I'm allowed to not like them. So I didn't go for her, but then when I saw her chilling with you, who's my brethren, who sits on the show with me, yeah, and like you can say all this, but it's like I said, once again, there's no excuse for just dissing me out of the blue, saying man's a batty, man, do all these funny things, So if whatever my response is to that, you cannot judge it. Because I never told her to try it with me, especially via someone else. So when I see her on your stage, or you're on her stage, or whatnot, because I'm getting bird out, because remember, like, once they're launching a show based off dissing you, they ain't got to diss you every day. They just got to big you up, or big up their show that's on Friday, and on Friday, everyone's going to watch them diss you. So if you're with them, while we're bigging up their show that's dissing me, I've every right to say to you, are you a part of this plan of dissing me? Because you're bigging them up. You're giving Ops a voice on our show. But if you being on their show, on our show, work together, and then you being around them, gives them strength. It gives them validation into what they're saying. So I'm in every right to say to my brethren...
But let me interject 1 second on that point there, yeah? Because if that's the case, don't you lot give them strength by mentioning them on the show?
Forget all that. Yeah? Forget all that. No, because we can deal with that after, but you're moving the goalposts.
Go on.
Yeah, you're moving the goalposts. And because when I'm addressing Pinky, because he said something, you mentioned, Trillery, so I'm addressing that, what you do, because he said it 10 times. So I mean, because you said something doesn't mean it's the answer or a answer. You're just filling in the gaps just by saying anything. Because what you're saying now is adding, I've got to talk about that now. You still didn't mention to talk about what I was talking to you about. So because you don't want to, I'm going to talk about what you was talking about. Because you said something that's not true. Trillery started on me. And what she done warranted a suck your mum. So when you're saying these things, you're just telling people SYM for nothing. No, I'm standing on business. And yeah, because you're with my friend smiling in my face, I'm going to say it in front of my friend. Because I don't think, or because you two are friends, somehow that's warranted. So that's Trillery out the way. Stop hiding behind Trillery. She started on me, and she continued to start on me.
No,
There's
no, that's
throwing...
not Trillery out the way. That's not Trillery out the way.
No, but that's how it started.
Put it out. No, no. Listen, let me clarify where you're right, and let me tell you where you're wrong. Yeah, Lex, this is what they do. Yeah, he said something, and you said how the thing. You said something, Lex, and you know, he said something, and you said how it started. You said, doesn't that when you lot are talking about them, and straight away forget about that.
No,
What you said. It's
I'm
not
addressing
forget about
you.
that,
I'm
because that's
addressing
how it
Baker in a
started.
minute.
Yeah,
He just said that
cool.
2
Yeah,
seconds
but
ago.
you see what they do though. But you see what they do. Same thing
Stop
with
saying
Voldy.
they.
Same thing with Voldy. It's just irrelevant what he said before. It's just relevant what she said after. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Back to the Trillery argument. Yeah. Bro, you
Bro,
sat
stop
there. Yeah.
twisting, bro. You're
You
pissing
sat
me off.
there. You sat there and built a whole fake narrative. I couldn't believe you done this. Yeah. I don't know if you saw this or I don't know if people hollered at you, but you had the
Bro,
cheek
just
to say,
talk about Trillery. Stop trying to deflect, bro.
we're
You're not a
talking
girl,
about
bro.
Trillery. If you stop
Yeah, but
interrupting me,
talk
then you
about
know
the
what we're
bit where
talking
you
about.
just now said
Hey,
point.
You
let me have a
said,
land before
No, no,
I
no, no,
get
no.
mad
Wait,
in this
Barbie. Wait,
bitch.
wait, wait.
It's 6 a.m., bruv. No, fuck that. Let him
no,
have a
but
land, bruv.
Bobby,
No, no, no,
I
no. Wait,
can't
wait.
Let
Hold
land.
him,
on.
I
Chill
bruv.
out,
can't
chill
land
out,
because it's
chill
gonna
out,
make
chill
too
out.
much
Don't talk about
sense.
the
It's gonna
time.
make too
No
much
one here
sense.
is tired.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so boom, with Trillery, you had the cheek to go around and paint a fake narrative that I was sitting there letting her diss your baby mum. When
no, no, no. We're not talking about the baby mum. We're talking about the
why
bit
don't
where
you want
you
to? Why
just
don't you
now
want to talk
said
about
I
that?
say SYM and I started on girls for nothing, and the girl that you mentioned
If you
was
realize,
Trillery.
yeah, Mix, there's a lot of things he doesn't want to talk about. He doesn't want to
No,
talk
no,
about how
no,
it
no. I want to talk
started.
about them
He doesn't want to talk about the
after.
baby mum thing.
No, it's
It's
not that I
weird that
don't
you
want to
want to
talk
talk
about.
about
No,
their
you keep
thing.
trying to move
All
the
of these things are
goalposts.
tied in.
Why do you keep
All
trying
of
to
these
talk
things are tied
debates?
in.
You know why you keep
You
trying to
see when
talk
you're
debates?
talking, you see when you're talking and you're doing all your
No, no,
narrative
I'm trying to
painting,
have a
your fake
conversation
narrative
with
painting. No
you,
one's
and
interrupting
every
me.
time I talk
When
to
I
you
speak, I'm
about a
interrupted.
subject, whether you
No,
talk
I've
about it
eaten
or not,
too.
you come back and don't address the point I'm saying. You try and talk about something else, so I have to talk about. I'm the only one addressing points. What you're saying, you're never addressing what I'm saying. You say something else. So I'm saying
Okay,
to you,
so
no, you
you see
just
when I
said
address what you're saying. So you see when I address what
no,
you're
no, no, no. I
saying.
don't
Yeah.
want you to address it at the end of a 20-minute rant.
Listen,
And then,
you
I want
can't.
you to
You
address what
can't.
I'm
Listen,
saying
when you're
while I'm
talking,
saying it to you.
no one's governing how you speak. Stop trying
They
to
are.
govern
The
how
girl
people
was
speak.
speaking. Yes, yes, they was. Stop saying stuff that's not true. When I
People
was
are
speaking,
governing.
the girl was
People are
just now
governing you
speaking. Baker
interrupting.
was just
That's
now
different.
speaking. There was governing how I was speaking. So stop just saying things that's not true.
Again, yeah, like I was saying, yeah. Did you get strays from Trilly? Did you not have problems with her before? Yes, cool. We hear
No,
that.
I
Did you have
didn't.
problems?
I just
Oh my
explained
god!
to you how it's
I'm
got.
just
No, but you're
addressing
saying
it
stuff that's
and you're
not
talking.
true.
This is what
That's the
That's
Pinky. Just
what
stop
I'm getting
saying
at.
anything. You're burst. You ain't got the vocabulary to be
stop
saying
telling me what I am.
everything.
You don't
Stick
fucking
to
know
the
what I am.
point. No, because you're telling me
Bro,
about long-winded, but when I address you
I said 5
directly,
words. I said
yeah, but
5 words,
nothing
nigga.
to do with what I'm addressing you with.
What was you addressing me?
Right,
And
Remind
bruv.
me.
He's
the last time
asking
you had a
you.
10-minute
He
rant,
said.
you didn't
You
address
said he
nothing.
started the trouble with Trillery. He's saying to you, he just showed you how he didn't start the trouble.
But I've
Your
got a
response.
bit.
Your response
This is
is
why he's
to
a
him.
madman. I'm
Your
telling
response
him that
is
he
to
caught a
him.
stray and he didn't start nothing. But he didn't want to let me fucking speak.
I
Because when
don't
I
need you to
speak,
elaborate on my points. The point you don't now you're jumping on the same point as me, but
No, but
the
he
point.
when
No, but the
he's
I'm
point
if I
before
say
that
asking
it,
you
I'm
said
gonna
you.
that
say
I
where
did
I'm wrong
start
and
the
right.
trouble. No, 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 Baker. Explain to him this. You can't have 2 points. You can't start off a point
I
where
can have
you
how many
started the
points I want.
trouble. Then when I tell you I didn't, now you're saying the same point as me. No, no, you picked up the first stray. Make it make sense.
No, but
But
when
if
he
you let me
started,
land, then it will
go
make
on.
sense, nigga. Duh. So like I was
You
saying,
ran last time and
yeah.
it still didn't make sense. Duh.
Okay, well maybe you just weren't listening because you're interrupting. I hear when
Bro,
you're
bro, bro,
chewing.
Pinky,
I don't
Pinky,
know.
Pinky.
But
You
the
see
point
when
why
you
I'm
try and
making
say
is the point
belittling
why I'm
things to
making
me,
is
don't make
the
me
point why I'm
disrespect
making
you.
is
Hey,
this. The point why
No, no,
I'm
but you
making
keep
is this,
saying
yeah.
you're dumb, duh, all these little belittling things. Do
Listen.
not make me start
Who
being
said you're
disrespectful.
dumb? Who said you're dumb?
You did before. I just didn't say nothing. And now you're doing dirt. So what? Because before you get carried away and doing belittling things, I'm just telling you, that's the third thing you've done that I find belittling. I'm not
All right, let
belittling
me
you.
relax. All right, let me
Just
relax.
stop
Let me
doing
relax.
that.
All right, let me relax. I heard you the first time. Let me relax. So let me land, yeah, because that's where I'm getting wound up, yeah. So like I said, you caught it straight, yeah, because the beef wasn't originally with you. Like you said, ice cream. Then I'm gonna keep it short because I know you get frustrated when I make it long-winded, right? Yeah. So yeah, you didn't start nothing. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, my thing is when it became a problem with me chilling with her, it wasn't about whatever happened before. It was about some fabricated shit, about some baby mama shit that you know wasn't what he was claiming it was. And that was fugazi as fuck for me. And that's where I'm at with it. And that's why I'm not listening to nothing else after that. I don't want to hear about why I shouldn't chill with Trillery. I don't give a fuck. That's where I'm at with it.
So what
See how
you're
true I
trying to
kept that?
do? No, no. I heard what you said.
I
So
appreciate
what
that.
you're
That was that cool. That was that calm. I didn't make it long with it. I wasn't talking like a baby mom or nothing. All right, cool. Since I've got space, I'm gonna elaborate. Yeah, I was super
Oh,
pissed.
okay. So
About,
it's that's what we're doing. All right, go.
okay, no, I'm shutting up. Go on, I'm shutting up. Go.
I just want to know what we're doing.
No, I thought you weren't gonna talk, so I was
No,
gonna
but I'm not going to
elaborate. I
talk
was trying to
over
be short.
you.
No,
So,
go
like,
on.
what are we doing? So
No, but I went
once
quiet for
again,
time and you didn't say nothing, so I thought
yeah,
I could
because I want
elaborate.
to
But
be
go on.
clear that you've stopped speaking and you haven't
All
just
right,
done a little
I
break
hear
to
it.
breathe.
Go on.
Yeah, like so. Like I said, for me, this is pointless because you're not addressing the things I'm saying to you. You're then now saying that you know what you don't care
I
about
agreed
that.
with you, bro, that you
Hold
didn't start
on.
nothing. I agreed, bro. I'm answering you and saying I agree. How is that not me? I don't understand.
You finished?
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry, I cut you
So,
again. Go on.
right, yeah, because the reason why I see that you don't understand is because it's called a backhanded comment. You just said that to say this. So you're saying that yeah, she started on you first, but then you're going to when you was on the stage with her, cause like, nah, you don't care about anything. But a minute ago you said that it's your point. You started on the girls. You're saying SYM, and then when I'm telling you how they started on me, you're now saying that you don't care that they started on me. You agree that they started on me and said something out of the blue. It was a stray, nothing to do with you. But somehow in your mind, you're saying now because I came onto the stage and I was. You think that I was misunderstood this baby mum thing. You don't care that it already started and she's saying the whole baby mum thing that you just don't want to hear nothing from her because in your mind she's right and you don't want to hear. So once again, you're wrong.
No, in my
Yeah,
mind,
no.
I'll answer you. In my mind, I'm right. Yeah, forget her. I'm right because you had the cheek to lie on my name and tell the whole world that I was talking about your baby mum when I
No,
wasn't.
you
Or
did.
I was
You
letting people
didn't. You didn't.
disrespect your baby mum, which
Okay,
I
I'll wait.
didn't. You know what I'm saying to you? I didn't
I'll
let
wait.
nobody
So what
disrespect
you're
your baby
doing
mum,
now?
and I've
What you're
never
doing,
spoke about your baby mum. I never said a word.
Pinky.
Now you
All
got
right.
dickheads that remain
Alright,
irrelevant
alright,
and
alright,
find
alright,
excuse
Pinky,
talking
don't talk
about.
to me
I
about
was
remain
talking about.
relevant.
alright, listen,
No,
Listen.
no, but I'm telling you what
No, hold
I've
on,
got to
hold
deal
on,
with.
hold on,
Telling me I
hold on,
spoke about your baby mum. When the fuck did I say anything
hold
about your
on.
baby
alright,
mum, bro?
listen,
Pinky, hold on, Bakes. So I got this because what you're trying to do is a baby mum tactic. It's called gaslighting.
Oh my god! I beg you, stop
No,
referring to me.
listen. Let me.
If you want us to talk properly, stop referring to me as a baby mum and telling me
No,
about
no,
not
no, no.
having
Let me tell
kids.
you
Because
something.
I
Let me
swear
tell
to
you
God, this is
something.
where all the disrespect is coming from.
Hold on. Because you haven't got a baby mum,
Oh
you
my
make.
god, this
No, I'm
fucking
allowed to. No, no,
nigga.
I'm allowed to
This
reference my
fucking
own baby
nigga.
mum. Shall I tell you why? Let me tell you why. Other people have got baby mums in here, so it's a tactic that, like I will tell you, it's called
What the fuck do you know
gaslighting.
about who I breeding and ain't breeding?
Or I don't listen. Let me tell you something for fun. You have just said a whole tangent on something I didn't say. It's called gaslighting. Yeah, it's called no, it's bait. Because at no stage have anyone ever said you was talking about my baby mum. I'm English. So if you change one word in a sentence, you change the whole meaning of the sentence. You've done that on purpose. So what you
But
do
what's
know
my
is,
next even remain
hold
relevant?
on, hold on, hold on. You're quoting remain relevant. You're quoting all these other people. Forget them for a
Because they're
second.
quoting you.
Just don't worry about that. Yeah?
No, I
I am
am worried about
talking.
that because that's on my name.
Oh
Because niggas is
my
talking about how
God.
this guy is running around talking about his precious baby mum to gal to woo woo like I'm some fucking idiot out in these streets because of what you said that was fucking wrong. And you need to admit it was fucking wrong because she never spoke about your baby mum and neither did I. Let's start there. Answer that.
alright,
Yeah, because I don't understand why
alright,
a girl would say you sit on a couch
alright,
with
Chronik,
this one exact
phone
statement
Pinky,
was.
Pinky,
This one
phone
statement
Pinky,
was.
Pinky.
Thank you so